Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another episode of Amplify Your Legacy. We're here with the amazing Nicole Atkinson. She's going to share her story and her passions that's driving her right now. She's an imaginative storyteller who writes children books and adult books. She's not just an accomplished writer, but she's also an early childhood educator with a deep love for reading, crafting, and journaling. She enjoys drinking a cup of tea while winding down at the end of her very busy day. One thing that we both share. So we're going to talk more about that. We have that in common. So welcome, Nicole. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Solana. It's a pleasure to be here too.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you were telling me that you're an early childhood educator and you've been
Yeah.
that for several years.
Yes, I've been doing this for since 2005. So
Wonderful.
I graduated early childhood 2005. So been doing it, and I worked with all of the age groups from infant up to age 12. Yeah.
Okay. Love it, absolutely. And you're very passionate about it. And you started writing, you started doing a book called Brotherly Bond. Can you tell us more about that? And what was the inspiration around writing that book?
Well, the inspiration came to me from many different paths. Just one day I decided to, like, from my nephews also. So a tie-in with my nephews too and my sons. So my sons are the characters. My real sons are the characters of the book. But just certain things that I hear every day from some of the children that I teach, and then my nephews also, and then my children too. So it's just kind of, I like the bookstore, so it's also something from my background too. So it just ties in with everything that I love. So I love the bookstore, and part of the book is mainly in the bookstore, and I find it as a magical place myself. So that is why it looks like it's a magical place to be, and so on. And then just the the character or the words, the way I wrote the book, the inspiration came just by me seeing how my children were when they were younger. Like, they're siblings, so they kind of copy each other, and then one doesn't want you to copy them, and then they start into a little kind of, tussling, kind of tug of war kind of thing, sibling rivalry. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
book two. And
Okay.
then just how to approach sibling rivalry or how to help. So there's a lot of emotion going on there too. So just how to help children with that emotion. And it shows you, part of the book shows you the emotional, hug in the, I don't want to give away the end, but the emotional hug in the end. And then just the two of them, having like a playtime at the end of the book too. So it's like empathy and understanding, love, brotherly bond, sibling bond, family, all in one book. Which,
I really loved it because just the story behind the twins and the name Brotherly Bond in itself really stood out to me. I come from a large family. I have 11 siblings. So I
oh,
know that the relationship can be complex and even beautiful.
yeah,
Growing up in a big family, there's always something happening.
yes,
We had our fair share of squabbles, but
yeah,
also so many moments of support and laughter and togetherness.
yes.
And it's those little things, the everyday interaction that really shape who you are. So I love that you wrote that in the book.
Thank you.
It's really great. I'm curious about the different ways writers approach their craft. Some people like to use computers, and some people like just to touch the pen and the pencil and
Yeah,
write it down in a notebook or a journal.
yeah.
What's your um, method?
My really favorite method is long form writing with a pen in a notebook. And
Gotcha.
I just feel like once I've written it, I will actually, put it on the computer, but I have to write it first in the
Mhm.
notebook and just see the words on the page, on the paper, so to speak. See the words on the
Mhm.
paper, and then the words, the ideas kind of flow once I'm writing. As I'm writing, more ideas come,
Oh,
and then it's
yes.
okay, let's do that. And so this is my favorite form. I'll write, until the cows come home, I'll write in my book. And then sometimes I'll write just an idea will pop into my head and it'll just be 4 sentences. And it'd be the middle of the night, like 3 a.m. I will have to get up and write that down in my book. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can go ahead and see. Because if I don't, then the idea goes out of my head. And
You'll
tomorrow it's
forget it.
what
Mhm.
did I say again I was gonna do.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
have to write
It's
it as soon as it comes to me. And
mhm.
so I like writing. My favorite. I love it. So
It's definitely something magical putting pen to paper. And I love the magic that comes, early in the morning, those ideas that you have to jump up to write down.
yes, yes, yes. And I even
Um,
have a favorite pen. So I'm all
okay.
about pen notebooks. So I have a favorite pen, favorite notebook, different notebooks,
Mm,
like writing in a particular one. So it's so weird, but I'm like a notebook and pen person.
well, it definitely is working for you. So kids do have the best imagination. So when we're writing our stories, those ideas that we think are weird or and other people will find amazing. So especially kids.
Yes.
And with your book, Brotherly Bond, do you
Sorry?
feel, what impact do you think that will leave on readers? Just the story that you wrote.
Yes.
Um,
What impact will it give to our readers?
yes, exactly.
I think it's a positive impact. So it will help them to have empathy and encouragement.
Mhm.
All about encouraging each other as we grow up. Love is, a major part of the book. So it's a whole positivity uh, background in the
Good.
book. And that's what I hope the readers will see, or parents or grandparents or teachers will see as they're reading the book to the children, that it's, you know, helping them to grow with through empathy.
Love it. Well, that's definitely powerful. I know that you're a passionate advocate for literacy. What drives that passion?
I think I love reading. So, and I love the library. It's one of my places that I would go. I would go to the library, I go to the bookstore, get a book, come back home, devour that book, then get another book. So I'm an avid reader, and I love words. And this is a funny thing. I don't know if it's funny or what, if it put me in the book nerd category, but I
I
literally would read the dictionary when I was.
used to do the same thing.
I would read the dictionary, read the encyclopedias, like, from A to Z, look up all the
Okay.
words to see the different spellings of the words.
Mhm.
And this is how I come to love words. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's definitely going to open doors to knowledge, creativity, and personal growth. I love it. And I've seen how the love of reading can transform a child's life. So that's a great
Yeah.
way to drive your passion. As far as inspiration, how do you find success in writing children literature? And I know there's so many different genres. What's your favorite genre as far as
I do
writing
like
for children?
I like the children's genre right now. But one of my favorite genre though is mystery.
Okay.
I love anything to do with mystery, like the detective shows, the whodunit, puzzles or movies.
Hmm.
It's just my thing. I love mysteries. I love, solving puzzles and stuff like that. So that's one of the genres I would love to, my next genre I would love to write. And I'm actually working on it right now.
Would it be for children or would it be for adults?
Well, it's a middle grade
Oh, middle
story.
grade. Okay.
So from like age 12 to up to 17 or 18.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes. So
Love
that's what.
it. Oh, we can't wait to see it. We can't wait to see what you
Right.
create next.
And yeah,
What has been another inspiration for your writing? Have any of your family members been writers, elders in your family or ancestors?
you
Did
know,
they
I,
have that passion as well?
I really do not know. No one told me that, but I guess I just love, maybe there could be, but maybe they passed away already and we don't know. And I didn't really look into my, I guess, genealogy and all of that. But it could be someone down the line wrote or written something or was a writer or so I don't know, but yeah, could be.
Yes, that's really interesting to just think about, the inspiration, of course, our friends, other authors, but I was just curious to ask if you knew anyone else in your family who had that passion as well. So
Yeah, yeah.
now
Not that my family right now, but maybe my ancestors.
where can we find and purchase your books?
So you can find and purchase my books at my website, NicoleDAtkinsonBooks.com. That's the website.
Well, before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts or messages that you would like to share with us?
I would like to share, I wrote something down so I can remember what I would like to share. So I would like to share that, let me see. So the question where you ask, what impact do you wish to leave on your readers?
Yes.
The impact I hope to leave on my readers is a positive impact. And I want my readers to feel joyful and a sense of belonging through the pages of my books. And I hope they love it as much as I loved to write it. And another thing I want to say is that I'm hoping to work with organizations who, don't have that many books or who have less fortunate children who don't have books. And I'm hoping to work with them to give them some of my books, give them
Okay.
away and help them that way with their literacy foundation. And maybe one day I would start my own literacy foundation. You never know.
Nice. That's fantastic. Awesome.
That's
So definitely show us your book and tell us once again your website address.
everyone to be able to know how to read.
I love it. Nice, nice, nice. I think we're breaking up. Okay. Show us the cover of your book once again.
So this is the book Brotherly Bond. That's the cover. And then
Okay.
this is the back of the book. It just
Mhm.
tells you a bit about the book itself. And then on the back page, there's the bio about me. So,
Beautiful flowers.
and then there's also the book comes with two free coloring pages inside the book.
Mhm.
So that's a bonus. So
Okay.
one can, color. They might not be able to color in crayons, but they can use like pencil because it's kind of shiny. They
Okay.
like markers or pens or crayons, to color.
Well, I love that you added activities in the back of your book for the young readers so they can
Yeah,
put their hands to work.
being the early child educator that I am, it's, kind of, I love coloring too. So yeah, they can
Right.
color. And I do have a few more coloring pages that I'm going to be giving away as free too. So
Okay.
I download those on the website. They can come and take a look. And
Wonderful. So when can we expect your next book?
so that would be my mystery, my mystery book. I'm working on that right now. I'm thinking I'm going to give myself a goal by the end of this year.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, we definitely will look out for it. And
Yeah.
thank you once again for joining me today and taking time out of your schedule. We appreciate you sharing your creative tips and your advice and a fresh perspective on writing for kids. I
Thank you
know,
so
I know everyone is going to appreciate and enjoy your book, Brotherly Bonds.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. Be sure to check out her book and stay tuned for all that she has coming up. And definitely be on the lookout for the next inspiring conversation on Amplify Your Legacy. Until next time, keep amplifying your stories, your voice, your legacy. Bye bye for now.